What up, boxing fans? It's Black Vengeance 28. I'm coming at you tonight to talk about Robert the Ghost Guerrero versus Floyd Mayweather. I think we all can pretty much agree that that's probably more likely the fight that's going to happen. So this is just my my 2 cents and thoughts on this fight if it's announced that this is the fight that's going to happen on May 4th. All right, let's go over Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He's recently had some victories over, I'm a fan favorite of Michael Casitas. He beat Selçuk Aydin. He just outworked Selçuk Aydin, and he beat, as of recent, Andre Berto. Which it's kind of a funny thing when I talk about Robert Guerrero because it's this. I've seen this show before. I saw this show with Victor Ortiz. Apparently, I don't know who started this or what boxing expert, started talking about this, but apparently Andre Berto is the measuring stick, to Floyd Mayweather, which is totally preposterous, totally inaccurate on so many levels, and I think that that's why we get, these minute boxing fans who don't really know the sport, who are now trying to support Robert Guerrero in such a way to try to make it out as if this kid actually has a chance in beating Floyd Mayweather. Let me be the first to say this, that Robert Guerrero has not a chance in hell of beating Floyd Mayweather. All right? I'm not a Flomo. I'm not a minute fan. I watch the sport. I watch all the athletes in the sport. Robert the Ghost Guerrero, and let me make this clear when I say this, is even at a more disadvantage than Victor Ortiz was when he fights, if he were to fight Floyd Mayweather on May 4th. And let me tell you why. There are a couple of deficiencies that Robert the Ghost Guerrero has that I'm just amazed and astounded that people are overlooking. The first thing is that Robert the Ghost Guerrero, when engaged and his opponent is throwing punches at him, he kind of gets this little dazed deer in headlights look. He holds his hand up, he turns to the side, and he just poses. He's flat-footed. He wings punches. He throws with his head down, and I don't know if anybody, I don't really think I need to kind of point this out. The obvious disadvantage that he has is his speed. And speed kills. Speed, accuracy, and timing. And Floyd Mayweather is the master of all 3 of those categories. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't rocket science. Okay? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go so far as to say that Robert the Ghost Guerrero is going to take he's going to get beat and get outclassed worse than Victor Ortiz was when he fought Floyd. And let me tell you why it's going to be worse, is because this is where you got to give Robert the Ghost Guerrero credit, is Robert the Ghost Guerrero has heart. And he's not going to quit on his stool. He's going to have his corner stop the fight. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of see that happening in this bout. I see that, towards the, earlier rounds, Guerrero is going to try to be aggressive. He's going to try to manhandle Floyd the same way that Victor Ortiz tried to. He's going to try to pin Floyd against the ropes. But Floyd is an excellent inside fighter. He doesn't get enough credit for his inside game because he usually keeps his opponents at a distance. But Floyd has an excellent inside game. He can fight off the ropes. He can fight in the middle of the ring. He can fight chest to chest. Robert the Ghost Guerrero has not a shot in hell to win this fight. To me, this is just if you're going to ask me what this is, I know that Floyd likes these comeback fights and he's, Mr. Cinco de Mayo. But to me, this is just another comeback warm-up bout. There's really nothing that I see from the Ghost that can tell me that this kid has any chance in hell to beat him. And, I encourage people who come across this video, give me some reasons why you think it can happen. But, I think that the fans are getting a little too hasty with this kid. And I get it. His story kind of overcomes you and you want to say, yeah, this kid can do this, he can do that. But Andre Berto is no Floyd Mayweather. Okay? Stop it. Andre Berto isn't even on the level of Floyd Mayweather when it comes to technical know-how in the ring. Andre Berto has to square up before he can throw his right hand. Floyd Mayweather never squares up to his opponent. He never is in position to get return fire when he throws his right hand. Stop. So, if you're going to ask me what I think is going to happen, I think that Robert the Ghost Guerrero will give a valiant effort, just as Miguel Cotto did, just like Victor Ortiz tried to come on in the 3rd round of his bout with Floyd Mayweather, just like the last, I don't know, countless opponents of Floyd Mayweather who they give their best effort. But again, Floyd loves to use this saying, the angles that he uses, the moves that he makes, and it looks a lot different when it's in the ring than watching somebody on film. So, that's all I really got to say about this fight. I mean, I think it's kind of a waste. I think the Ghost Guerrero is way out of his depth. He's way off the mark. I don't even know why he would even really want to fight Floyd right now. I think he needed at least 2 more fights at 147 before he could think about fighting Floyd. But hey, it's the way the game goes. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this bout, man. I think that Robert the Ghost Guerrero is going to get stopped late in the fight. I say around the 9th, 10th round. I say it'll get stopped because his corner will stop the fight, to be honest with you. I see him getting beat down worse than, and this is just my opinion because of the speed. Floyd has not fought an opponent that had this bad of a speed disadvantage since he fought Arturo Gatti, being completely 120% real. And you guys know this. I see this as being a really, really bad blowout. Let me know what you guys think, man. This is Black Rangers 28. Peace and God bless. One.